I might be able to be saved, but it kind of hurts so much that it's just like put me out of my misery.
Dynasty has been cemented.
I was gonna say too, I didn't know if I could talk about that.
They are the greatest roster in Call of Duty history.
Yeah, there was just a lot of pressure to be in the position I was in, and I couldn't mentally handle it anymore.
OpTic Gaming are officially Call of Duty champions.
I don't really know where to start, but we'll start somewhere. I guess at the beginning of everything.
The moment OpTic Gaming is just having fun at this point.
That's what you need, man. You want to come into your game one hyped up. I mean, they didn't just win game number one. They straight crushed them by 73 points.
By 2014, OpTic Gaming had gone from a team of scrappy players that could compete with the upper levels to a squad that all other teams were looking to beat. Founded as a spin-off team run by Nadeshot, the acquisition of Scump, Proofy, and the recent addition of Clayster, it seemed as if there was nowhere for this team to go but up.
OpTic Gaming in full control.
Gotta give OpTic Gaming the credit there. I mean, like, they were relentless.
Welcome to OpTic Gaming. Oh my God! Oh my God!
Scoopy! Oh, he has just lit up for main stage.
It does not get any better than this.
Wow, that was so huge there.
I want to give a shout out to all three of my teammates because I didn't want to do it with anybody else.
What is up, you guys? This is Clayster. This one is actually going to be a vlog, just talking about my release from OpTic Gaming.
A lot of people are saying that I've ruined OpTic Gaming.
Basically, they told me I was off the team. They wouldn't tell me who or why. They just said they wanted to change.
I'll take responsibility.
That mic quality is so bad.
For OpTic Gaming and not having those players on the rosters anymore.
Nate usually makes all the decisions on the team. Like, if you want something to happen, it's gonna happen.
I know some people may think that I'm the reason that we're not winning.
They made a business decision. This is a business that we do.
Bash me, whatever you guys want to do.
You guys think it's just gaming, it's friendships, it's loyalty. It's none of that.
I'm sorry that the roster isn't
Fucking
what you guys
loyalty
might
and
want it to
have
be,
loyalty.
but I promise.
Following
Not if you
only
wanna
a
get
few
to where you wanna go,
middle-of-the-road
bro.
results, Proofy and Clayster were out.
Nobody
And in
tips
their
loyalty,
place,
man.
OpTic added two legends to the game with Formal and Crim6.
My God, that
While getting
picture.
dropped in any circumstances is never good, there was also a history between
Yo, how
Crim6 and
blacked
Clayster
out
that
was
made
I
the
during
drop
this picture?
sting. Proofy and Clayster were out. And in
How
their
blacked
place,
out was I
OpTic
during
added
this
two
picture?
legends to the game with Formal and Crim6. While getting dropped in any circumstances is never good, there was also a history between
my
Crim6
God.
and Clayster that made the drop sting more than usual. OpTic Gaming now had two of the top players in the game, and it could be said they had three of the top four that were available at the time. Expectations were high for the following season.
I hated this whole
and with a
octagon
roster
setup.
this strong, many believed only a world championship would do.
We have one hell of a match in front of us.
So excited for this one. It's the first time we really get to see OpTic Gaming really play. Like 3 out of the 4 players are in your top 5 players. I know OpTic, they don't want to say that yet, but you have to say it.
I can't wait to get this one started.
Head forward, we're gonna see it. He's gonna get it.
Oh, he gets it. Absolutely insane. Formal.
Random gunners for placebo.
They're killing anything in their fight. Scumpy.
That was a big statement game there out of OpTic Gaming.
OpTic Gaming with
I missed that Astro hat, bro.
in full control. With Crim, Formal, and Scump on the same squad, you know we're gonna see some highlights.
Dip gets
How
out
was
the
he still
window.
alive?
Dip,
How was he still
dive and
alive?
dive. Can he now dunk it as well? They jump with the run. Oh my goodness.
A serious
And this still cuts. I
I'm
mean,
gonna be more
looking at it
proud
like
of
this,
them,
yeah.
and it just feels good to finally get a win when
That
we
was our
made a roster
first event
change.
win, bro.
After bringing their new roster to the main stage, OpTic Gaming had taken home first place in Orlando and made it clear that they were now the team to beat along the way. In the championship qualifiers that followed, despite only needing to finish in the top 14,
Like, I'm on some
advance,
weird shit back then,
OpTic-
bro. Like, I'm hoodied up
On
with
the way.
gunners on.
In the championship
Look at this shit.
qualifiers that followed,
The hoodie was fire,
despite
though.
only needing to finish in the top 14 to advance, OpTic Gaming would chase their last win with a second place finish in the US Finals, setting them up well for a high seed in the North American regional qualifiers. While OpTic Gaming was certainly expected to qualify for finals, an impressive 6-0 record, while only losing a single map across their perfect tournament streak, would see them at the very top ranks at the end of the tournament. OpTic Gaming hadn't just qualified for Worlds, they had made it clear that they were the favorite to win. Now all they had to do was prove it.
This tournament means a lot to OpTic.
Bro, low-key, I like the HBR shit's whatever, but low-key, I blame us getting shit on at this champs. I blame it on the pre-land that we had, dude. Played against TK and OpTic Nation, and I think our overall map count against those two teams during the pre-land was like 88-1. So we went into this tourney delusional.
OpTic would soon be haunted by a ghost from their very recent past.
Blazer is not slowing down. He has been dominant.
Despite being labeled as the #1 seed going into the tournament, their momentum would come to a screeching halt after only their first match. While they would cling to a spark of hope in the losers bracket, another upset would see them claiming their worst finish of the year, securing 8th place in the tournament.
Upset after upset after upset.
I hated that little octagon, dude.
No one expected that OpTic Gaming would have such a rough road.
While they would have already packed their bags and arrived home by the time it happened, it was Denial that would go on to win the World Championship, with Clayster, of all people, being awarded MVP honors.
Going to the Wolves, man. What do you expect?
Disappointing as this loss would be, it was unfortunately just a prelude to another devastating blow on the way.
If you guys asked me 2 months ago if I was going to be making a video like this, I would have told you were absolutely crazy. Things change, people change, situations change, so I'm going to cut straight to the chase. We've won 3 out of the past 5 events that we've competed at as a team. And I'm very capable and very confident in the fact that I think we can still win with me as the captain and me on the team. But I felt like, in a sense, I was somewhat holding my team back. I am going to be taking a break from competitive Call of Duty. Hope you guys can respect this decision, and I hope you guys understand why I made this decision.
Bro, Nadeshot is like so fucking good at talking. Like he never says like never says like. He's always like one take fucking Drake. You know what I mean? Like he is so fucking good on camera. I watched his little speech he gave about the gambling thing that he was doing, and his response was like so good, like so fucking good.
Nadeshot was out, and in his place, OpTic Gaming brought in another legend.
Not a yapper, like not yapping. Like when he needs to talk about something, he does it really fucking well.
Right. Karma would bring the skill and experience of
and
2
the fuck out of
World Championships,
it is actually a
which
very
now
insane
left
skill
only 2
that not many
players
people
on the
have.
team that hadn't taken home a global win. With the existing roster now representing multiple championship wins in the past, the only question for the following season was whether or not OpTic Gaming could collect
that version of me was
claim
fucking
their
final.
first.
I don't know when this was taken. I guess that's IW Champs Media. Yeah, that makes sense.
While Karma wouldn't join the team right away due to
insane.
visa complications, OpTic would start Stage 2 of 2015 strong by not only winning the EWC Championship, but by avenging their recent loss to Denial from Worlds along the way.
Jersey was way too tight on me.
Immediately after, OpTic would continue their show of strength by taking home the top spot in the International G
we really were just
tournament,
like that.
and not content
Like,
to
Enable,
let
you want to
2
like come
wins
to
in a
Europe
row
and like
do
get
the
2 ships real
talking for
quick?
them, OpTic would let everyone know they were clearly back on top with their
Pick
full
'em up and just go
roster as
win.
they stormed through UMG Orlando, taking down the same FaZe Clan team that had knocked them out of the losers bracket just 5 months previous. OpTic would then go on to beat FaZe once more at the next major tournament, taking home X Games gold to all but guarantee they had enough placement points to make another run at Worlds. If any questions remained about how this roster would perform,
I haven't been
it's fair to
Pokemon
say that
packs.
the doubters were given a clear and definitive answer. Though FaZe had thus far
Last
struggled
thing
to
I
fight
got,
back
actually, I think
against
that was-
OpTic's dominance, they too had their sights set on the top. And as fate would have it, a recent free agency would be just the answer they were looking for.
This team change
These are actually the last 2 pickups I got. I got 2 of them.
The headshot on Formal.
FaZe are gonna take the UMG
He's like Captain Pikachu.
final 3-0.
I can't remember the last
I think they're gonna be worth a lot someday.
It's such a rivalry.
Pick up Clutch Champs MVP.
The last 2 things I've got
That's
though.
gonna really knock OpTic Gaming back a little bit.
FaZe Clan only dropping 2 maps throughout the entire weekend. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a new champion. He's the hungriest player in the world.
To be honest, Clay was a huge part of it.
Yo, Fleet's on the way. Oh, hey, thank you for the 2 for 46, bro.
What's next for you guys?
How about 3? Does that sound good?
God, I hated this fucking team.
OpTic
Holy
Gaming
fuck,
would
they were so
avoid its
cringe.
3rd major tournament loss in a row by coming alive when it mattered most and delivering a crushing victory at UMG Washington. Unfortunately, this success would also be followed with another loss to a Clayster-led FaZe team in the Stage 3 playoffs,
Bro,
and then
we lost
answered
at this
once
event?
more with an OpTic victory to close the 2015
We lost at that event?
playoffs, and
This
then
one? In like 2 best-of-7s in the finals. It was
Answered
and it was
once
like
more,
a
with an
3 or
OpTic
4 hour
victory to
long
close
just
the
like
2015
thrashing.
season with a win
And then it
in
ended
the
with like
MLG
Glacier talking
Finals.
shit to Damon like in
Of
his
the
face.
14 major tournaments entered in
So
2015, OpTic Gaming had won 9, and they had made it to the podium finals in all but 1, with their one absence from the championship hunt being their tragic 8th place finish at Worlds. Having the narrative surrounding such an incredible season being fixated on notable losses and struggles seems almost a cosmic injustice. But despite the detractors poking away online, OpTic's fans in the green
It's crazy
wall
I like
and
know where
industry
all
pros
these
looking at their
fucking
being
moments are
fixated
from.
on notable losses
Like this
and
random,
struggles
this like
seems
I mean this is like World War II.
almost a cosmic
This is Black Ops 3 right after we lost to Envy in Winners Round 1.
injustice. But despite the detractors poking away
I can still like
online,
put myself there.
OpTic's fans in the green wall and the industry pros looking at their incredible feats didn't hesitate to showcase their accomplishments.
The game award goes to
I shook Shaq's hand, bro.
Despite their heartbreaking performances, OpTic's roster looked as strong as it had ever been. And with the transition into Black Ops 3,
gigantic.
there were now just 2 looming questions that remained. First, how would OpTic adapt to the changing meta? And 2,
2017
perhaps
actually
more
incredible.
importantly, whether or not this expensive all-star roster would finally shake the growing whispers of whether or not they could bring home a world championship. As the 2016 season began to loom on the horizon, OpTic Gaming needed to make a statement, and the world stage was the only place where anyone was listening.
Going to Envy.
I was going crazy this event too.
Take him out, but Scump ready, and there's the
Like going crazy, dude.
taking game 1.
We won the hard point.
And he just throws it over. Is there a lucky bounce? It's not there, and Envy takes the uplink. 2-1 advantage now over OpTic Gaming.
My God, it's
Well,
OpTic
here's
J.
the hunt. The Piranhas look 2-1
I'm plotting.
advantage now over OpTic Gaming. Well, here's the hunt. The Piranhas looking for their prey. Find one, but everybody cut
I
down.
was so mad when we lost that series, dude. Oh man.
Has taken it 3-1 over OpTic Gaming in the first round here.
You could see it in their eyes just how defeated.
I was so mad at us.
Both maps were like neck and neck, and then I was in a situation where literally if I just stayed alive and didn't back up or didn't go forward.
I'm just like ranting.
Today is a different day. Today, we
Today was even worse, bro.
First place is what we need to get, boys. We are our #1 team. We are our #1 team, and I, for one, cannot accept anything else. I need Karma to get his 3rd ring. I need Scump to finally win one. I need Crimsix to continue his legacy and Formal to get his first COD XP champion. We just need it badly.
In the first round of the losers bracket, OpTic played the match they wished they could have had 1 round ago, walking away with a 3-1 victory over Infused. From there, OpTic Gaming would continue to keep their hopes alive with another dominant display over Luminosity, logging a 3-0 victory befitting their reputation as favorites to win.
I was like anger playing
With a
this day,
finish in
dude.
the top 8 now secured, OpTic would now have to take on C9, who was looking to take the role of dark horse in the tournament.
OpTic Gaming now just 1 round away from eliminating C9 and moving further into this
Wayne
tournament.
did play call
Last
this
time we went to
round.
round 11. We may or may not see the same thing again.
Fucked up with
Round 11, no
camo.
more mistakes can be made at the top. Bomb player's gonna die. Crimsix is gonna fall as well. 2v4, Karma and Formal. You
Double
have your
back
work
bomb
cut off
around
for 30
fucking
seconds. That bomb
11.
is down.
It's one of those moments
Somehow Damon
that
almost
sucks the air out of you.
like Damon doesn't kill. Like I don't know. It's
You
like
know,
the first time
you're
I've ever seen Damon not kill someone. Like he
you're,
should have like
you're still
killed
in the
someone.
tournament, still in the tournament, then it comes down to a round 11, and it comes down to a 1v1.
If he was still alive, we'd just instantly
Player
win.
coming, challenge over top. Formal's gonna be able to help him out. Karma going for the kill. Formal up to you. 1v1 situation. Assault coming over.
We've had the best COD clip of all time. Best COD clip of all time was like 1 burst away, man. Dude.
This one really hurt. You're the favorite to win 2 years in a row, and I don't want to say that we're cursed, but man, does it feel
Dude, I was thinking for the 2 1 for 9, bro.
favorites to win 2 years in a row. What sucks is that I kind of feel used to it, and that's never good.
Yeah, that sucked.
Third
That fucking
place
sucked.
in the 2014 championships. 7th place in 2015, and now 7th place once again in 2016. In the same span of time, OpTic had emerged on top in 14 major tournaments. They had managed to represent OpTic on the podium as runner-up in 7 more. During the reign of OpTic's most impressive dynasty to date, there was a 50-50 chance they were ending any given weekend as the overall winners. And yet, their inability to win a world championship seemed to be all anyone was talking about, with 4 of the most highly valued players in the league and growing frustrations stumbling on the final hurdle added up. Everyone was convinced that a change would have to be made. That is until a voice from within the team came out to silence the rumor mill once more. Collectively deciding to reset their sights for one more run at the top, everyone, including the team itself, knew this was likely their last chance if they wanted to do it together. And with the 2017 season ahead offering the conflicting fates of ultimate redemption or eternal disappointment, OpTic took the first steps on the road of what would be their last chance. To start the 2017 season, OpTic Gaming would set the tone for everything that would come after. Unfortunately, it wasn't exactly the tone they were hoping for. Though they would stumble out of the blocks in their debut in Atlanta, OpTic would show signs of life and claw their way back to the top of the podium in Paris. Bolstered by their first tournament win in 6 months, OpTic would ride the momentum by eliminating a trio of strong teams, including their longtime rivals in FaZe Clan. With OpTic looking like they had returned to form, excitement began to build that OpTic would have enough points to secure a shot at Worlds. And while OpTic would indeed count themselves among the teams eligible to compete at the next level, they would only crawl across the finish line towards the end of the season, slipping from the top spot to 4th in the Stage 1 playoffs and the all-too-familiar 7th place finish in the Anaheim
was
falling to a team in the losers bracket that had failed to secure a major tournament win all season.
Lost to
did
E6,
little to
dude.
inspire
Oh my
confidence
God.
for OpTic going into the Stage 2 playoffs. It was on this final run-up to the 2017 World Championships
What is
that
actually
OpTic would find
devastated?
themselves in familiar territory, facing a team that they had battled
My
many
stats are
times
better with
before,
or without
but
glasses?
revitalized by
Without,
the addition
dude.
of a new
I don't
weapon
even know
they
why I
hadn't
wore them,
accounted
dude.
for. OpTic would ultimately find a way to break through the perpetual wall that Clayster had grown fond of building in front of them on their way to securing a Stage 2 victory. But there were still many questions that remained as they hoisted their trophy. There was no doubt they were skilled. There was little room for argument that they were actually among the best. But over the last 3 years, this unquestionable super team still had one thing missing. And as they stepped on the world stage to do battle together for the last time, there was only one remaining question that needed to be answered. No one needed to know if OpTic could win. Everyone needed to know if OpTic could win when it mattered most.
What video is this? Loaded by XD.
After crushing their opponents in the group stages, OpTic would helm a steamroller in the first round against Mindfreak in what was perhaps their most commanding win in all of 2017.
It was a Friday match
They're
versus
horseshit.
Mindfreak Black.
They're horseshit.
If we made it to Sunday, if that's how the turnout was Friday, it was going to be insane. And it was.
Dude,
But
that
as the
crowd
saying
was
goes,
fucking
comfort
insane.
breeds weakness. And OpTic's casual path into the second round would see
Crowd
them
was
face
insane,
a strong team looking to pull them from the throne.
And the European superstars have come to play. OpTic's woes continue. That will do it.
With the series tied at 2-all, OpTic would have to find a path to victory against a scrappy team with nothing to lose.
There's a challenge from Formal. Zero now dead. It's all on Jerd. The Irishman down.
This plays match was stressful. I honestly didn't
Bro.
think we were going to win in any other fashion.
The, I don't know what I was saying there.
Likely their closest match all year.
Probably go
the
over like a
Green
search
Wall
round or
breathed
something.
a sigh of relief as
Bro.
OpTic would deliver a decisive victory against
We
their
beat
rivals
this
in
FaZe
FaZe
team
Clan.
so fucking bad, dude. It was so bad. Like 50-point club,
With that
6-0
win,
surge,
OpTic
fucking.
could do no worse than 4th place.
Beat
Already
him in like
an
26
improvement
minutes.
on the 2
Top
years
3.
previous, but improvement wouldn't silence the doubters. And in the 4th round of the tournament, Team Envious had
I don't
some
know how we
questions
lost
of
the
their
series,
own.
bro. We started out dropping double 50s, me and Seth.
Envy have wiped OpTic Gaming off the map.
This is our showing of
It's breakout S&D, like, horrible fucking map. This is a frost up, like, that's exciting.
Every fucking time, dude.
Envy, 10 points away. Count it down, ladies and gentlemen. One more fight. 5, 4, 3,
The flawless run was halted in its tracks, and in a single moment, they had gone from leading the pack to fighting for their lives in the losers bracket. The path to a championship now meant that not only would they have to beat the team they had just lost to reset the bracket, but then beat them again in order to win it all. But before they could even think about setting their sights on the championship, they first had to face off against a monster in Luminosity Gaming, a team that had been knocked into the losers bracket early by the powerhouse E United and gone on an absolute tear in the lower bracket, sending 5 other teams home early in the process. The stakes were simple: win and stay alive for a chance at redemption, lose and go home empty-handed for a 3rd year in a row.
Let's see how you do under pressure. OG, here we go.
They'll be OpTic Gaming scoring some points here at the beginning. They use their strength in terms of slaying to clear this area of the map out. They now have control of Graveyard.
2 big kills, they get hyped. But as I say that, Formal 17-7 on a 6th streak. He's fully streaked out. Prim's the lone guy in a 1v1 and he wins it for his team. All right, never mind. It's all karma right now, man. He's winning every 1v1 he sees in front of us. Scum picks up 2. He has been making plays all game long, looking to blow open the doors. Is it OpTic? They've taken game 1.
Despite their stumble against Envious, OpTic seemed to have maintained their momentum in the losers bracket, taking the first match against Luminosity by one of the widest margins of any match in the tournament. All they needed to do now was find a way to grab 2 more.
All right, round 1 here, game 2. It'll be Karma as your bomb carrier here in our first round as he's inching up the lower street.
It's a coordinated 4-man retake. It'll be Krim able to take out Classic there at the beginning. Slides around the corner. Looking good for OpTic to take round number 1.
Free fires the door, but he melts immediately.
Oh, we were on our shit, bro. Look at the way this last guy's getting aped, bro. One here, like the exact same time.
But he melts immediately.
Spotted OpTic. Krim with the 1v1 clutch.
Inching forward, Formal spotted him. If you know that you know. Another round here for OpTic Gaming. Malkin's going high up the wall run. Spots him. Put it out the 4-1 lead. One, Jesus, his shot looks good right now. And it's on Classic. Not enough time. OpTic Gaming gets their 5th round.
Jesus.
1 versus 3 for OpTic. Jesus, his shot looks good right now. And it's on Classic. Not enough time.
How fast I kill him, bro. Wait, what? I think he's weak.
1 versus 3 for Octane. 50 seconds on the clock.
I don't know why Krim took his own. Used to keep it loose.
Just like that, OpTic was on the verge of a second chance.
Grab drone, that'll be 3 kills. Here's going to be a point.
Now the dish is going to come in. There's a dump. 3-0 OpTic.
Back of the base, and it's going to bounce off the wall. Karma gets a 2-point play.
Scum looking to dish out the window. Doesn't want 1. He wants 2. 7-2. OpTic Gaming.
Not even from that event.
So much pressure on them to perform.
That matters is getting 3 maps twice, okay?
Yeah, make a statement, bro. Just 3-0, 3-0, and just get up and walk away.
We're on an even playing field now, play our game, and we'll go beat them.
We get through this, first series, bro. We are 3-0ing in the next series, too. Yeah. Just get through this first series, map by map together, bro. When we play together, literally nobody touches us. You guys have seen that. We know that. It's ours, bro. Nobody deserves a shit more than us. Straight up. Think about the whole year, bro. No one deserves a shit more than us.
So far, holding a narrow lead. Crim6 going big on plat. As he rotates back through curve, he'll finish it up. And OpTic in complete control of Hotel right now. 2 for Scum. 3rd out on plat. Crim6 picks up Slasher. Formal is going to find his 4th in a row. A way to go to pick up any of those key aerial streaks. But let's see if he can wrap from behind. There's the first. 2nd finish up by Scum. Indeed, still holding on, but trailing massively.
They want to push for this one right here. They get the kills. They'll get the win.
OpTic would falter in the following Search and Destroy to drop round 2 before handing Envious their first uplink loss of the tournament in round 3. Now up 2-1, OpTic needed a single win to give them a chance at the championship they were after.
Scum and Crim6 seem up to the task for now, as they'll find the opening 2 picks and get into the hardpoint. Doubling up their opponents right now, though, is OpTic Gaming. Right when you thought we might see a lead change for the boys in blue. It's the green wall coming on through. Envy down 30, trying to mount an incredible comeback here on Scorch. He's behind, 2 kills to Envy, but Scum and Formal there to trade it out. Karma, Scum, Formal, they clear house. Series 1 goes to OpTic Gaming.
OpTic had won the first series and proved they had what it takes to become what everyone hoped they could be.
Fuck,
but with the weight of their legacy hanging on the rematch, OpTic was battling against far more than just a good team.
For the obvious elephant in the room that we haven't won a Call of Duty championship. We think that we're the best team, which is why we've stuck together even after those disappointing finishes.
I'm not someone to go from team to team just because we lose or something like that.
I don't even know how many tournaments we won together, honestly.
I want to, give people what they want, but it's never enough.
Because we haven't won those, it's like those don't even count.
One of the hardest things for me is when people say you don't do enough.
With this team, I won 26, 27 tournaments.
Until we win Call of Duty champs, we're not going to be considered the greatest Call of Duty team ever. When the big one comes and you don't win it, then what is the other tournaments? Like, what do those mean?
OpTic find the open lane. They connect with the first point. OpTic, they have to defend their base. They're 7 minutes from a title.
It's so back and forth. It's so heavily contested. All tied up at 2-2. They know what's on the line. 8 seconds left till we get to the second half, but Krem wants the lead. Krem wrapping the edge. Is the dunk there? It's through.
I don't use glasses anymore.
OpTic
I
was
still wear
up
glasses. I just don't
2-0
need it for
after their
gaming.
first two matches.
I need it for like
Found
far.
themselves up by a single possession at halftime of what could be their final round. And as they settled in to finish the job they had started over 3 years ago, everyone waited anxiously to know if the time had finally arrived. To see if they could watch one of the best officially become the GOAT. To see if the king would get his ring. To see if championship legacies would have a happy ending. Rarely in this world do we get to see such amazing things, and yet we would see all of that and more in just 5 minutes.
Only 5 minutes away from taking this.
We would see humans fly.
Formal doing it all for OpTic Gaming.
Like a bird out of the sky. How high was he to grab that pig?
We would see challengers overwhelm champions.
5 minutes down to just 3 minutes now.
Holy shit.
Karma on the challenge gets the kill.
Shit on that guy.
And he's looking for more as Envy come off the spawn. From 3 minutes down to 2 minutes. OpTic closing in on the title.
We would see invisibility cast a spotlight.
The camo still up. Has to take the 1 point charge, but that's big. Makes it a 2-possession game.
And see that there are no curses that can't be broken.
Down to 60 seconds.
All the kills in favor of OpTic Gaming. 45 seconds away. Skunk hunting for that first ring, doing what he can here to keep Envy players coming off the spawn. No ground given now as Karma. Here's the overdrive. Popped as he just trying to back him up, make it all the plays. It's Crim 6.
The curse has been broken. The dynasty has been cemented.
Everybody in the league is expecting that OpTic is going to be OpTic. The people are the people that people get behind. And I'm surrounded by a group of people that also have the same passion for it. And my relationship with the Green Wall is an understanding. People know who you are, you know what you stand for. So that is the power. That relationship is
Yo, Deej, if you're still in here, bro, really good video,
The
bro.
logo is just a representation of those people. And as long as me and my boys were together, then the fans were going to be there for us. It's as big as it is today because of the work that those dudes put in and the amount of work that those guys have done, the amount of hard work that they've put in,
Like, I like how young she was.
And the opportunity came, as I've been saying, like nothing was going to get in the way of that.
This is what movies is made of. This is what movies is made of.
And every time I would go to work, I would feel like a kid that's waiting for Christmas break to happen.
I love being the underdog.
Still thanks for the Pong 14, bro.
I've done what I sort of set out to do.
it happened, and we're here now. So, and I'm happy overall.
We just knew we were better than
I
everyone.
feel bad I didn't do your interview, bro. You did a really good job in the video.
I think our relationship is as strong as it was back when I was on the team.
Greenwald for life, brick by brick, family.
Order dog feed and reach, yeah.
A turkey once per year.
Really good video, bro. Very good.